Tell me, and I wanna dwell into this because there's a lot of guys that are working.
Yes.
And they have a business mind, but they're afraid to jump ship. They are honestly afraid. What motivated you? How is it that you had the confidence to say, I'm leaving this job for this thing? And I know this thing is going to work.
I think I resigned twice in that first job. I first resigned, and then 30 days later, when I was still serving notice, I actually, can I get my job back? So the fear will always be there. But what made me actually go, okay, let me do this full time, is test of concept. When the client started believing in the product, I started to see the money. I started to see that, hey man, I send that invoice, this person's making payment.
Yeah.
And you send the second invoice, the third client, the fourth client. You're like, no man,
there's something.
If I was doing this full time, how many clients can I get? How many invoices am I, going to be sending out? I would say a lot of people who are in jobs and are business minded, test your concept while you still have that security of your job. Test your concept. Go into the business. It's a side hustle. Do it as a side hustle. See, is this thing, validated? Put it out there. See if people actually appreciate that service or that product that you're putting out. And only then would you be able to confidently say, okay, let me do this full time. I was obsessed. Like, there was nothing you can tell me about farming. I'd watch YouTube videos on YouTube videos. Like, when you have your YouTube profile.
Yeah.
Everyone's profile shows them what they watch.
Yeah.
Mine was just farming content. Mine was literally just farming content. So I was so obsessed. I would read on farming. I would know different breeds. I would know just how to feed. So it was theory that I was generating.
I'm just trying to help someone who wants to go into this, understand at least the money part of it.
Okay.
So I'm finding 80. So you've got 50. They lay 6 a week each, and you've got 300 eggs that week. You're selling per tray, which has 30. You've got 10 trays. At 80 rands, you've got 800 rands.
So let me be honest. You're not going to be profitable with 50 layers. Not at all.
Okay.
This was me getting my education.
For someone who wants to go do this thing, let's just be practical.
Yeah.
What's the minimum? How many chickens do you need?
Layers.
Yeah.
If you want to be very profitable, I'd say 2,000.
2,000
upwards.
Minimum.
Yeah.
Okay.
Upwards. So when you're doing 2,000, remember that you're gonna be getting close to 2,000 eggs a day. So don't buy 2,000 eggs without a contract.
Vusani, how are you checking in?
I am good. Woke up this morning very early. Did my 10-kilometer run.
Hey.
Yeah, that's how I start my day.
Every day.
Not every day. I would love to do it every day, but yeah, most days.
Okay.
Yeah, so after those runs, my mind is clear and I'm ready for the day.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, and the day was good.
The day was busy. Yeah, every day has been busy. But that's good. That's a very good thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, in my space, that's a very good thing.
Okay. We sit here today and there's meat in front of me.
Yes.
But it's not ready to be eaten.
Not yet.
Yeah. Tell us about yourself. Who is Vusani? And a bit of your background, what do you want to tell someone who's watching this podcast, this episode today about yourself?
Okay. Let me start off with who Vusani is.
Yeah.
My name is Vusani Badane. I'm a Venda man. I grew up in Venda, came to Gauteng like everyone to seek up opportunities and make a name for themselves. In terms of my background, when I came here, I studied my BCom in financial management.
Okay.
I knew I wanted to be in business. So I wanted to understand the most important part of a business, which is the finances.
Yeah.
Which is why I got my degree in financial management. From there, I studied SEMA, which is management accounting. That has honed my skills in terms of management.
Okay.
I further studied wealth management.
Wealth management.
Wealth management.
Okay.
Yes, all about the machankuras at the end of the day.
It sounds interesting.
Definitely. So yes, I studied wealth management. I worked in corporate. I worked in banking. I was in management as well. But you know, when the calling hits you, you have to listen.
Okay.
So my calling came in farming.
Okay.
Yes, I never understood why the farming route, because I grew up with my mother's family.
Yeah.
And no one from my mother's family does farming. So it was very weird. It was a strange route to actually follow.
Yeah.
But it's not until I met my biological father, which was very recent, 2021, that I got to understand that, this has actually been deep rooted in my DNA.
Okay.
Yes.
So there is a family that has been in farming.
Yes, my
from
father's
your
family.
side.
Yes, they basically farm. They farm their own land. So that's where I got to understand that, hey, this thing is spiritual, hey?
Okay.
This thing is very spiritual, because where does farming come from? You know, I've never been exposed to farming. Besides growing up in Venda, where everyone is almost a substantial or subsistence farmer with his cows, his goats around, but it wasn't anything formal.
Yeah.
So having dreams over and over about farming, about owning land, it was very odd at times. But it's not until I got to understand that it actually comes from my father's family. It's actually in my DNA. So my ancestors were basically sending messages to me to say, hey, this is what you need to do. This is why we sent you here.
Okay.
So yeah, it from there it started making a lot of sense. At that stage, I was already farming.
So when do you get dreams? Prior to you starting the farming?
Yeah, prior, way, like between 2010 to 2015, around that stage.
Okay.
At that stage, 2010, I started working. That's when I started working. I finished my degree 2010. I started working 2010.
Okay.
So basically, when I started working, those dreams started.
Okay.
Yes, those dreams of me farming and trying to make sense of it. But eventually, I just accepted, and it became a passion. I became very passionate about farming. I would speak about farming to almost anyone. Everybody that knew me around that stage kept going, hey, this one in farming.
And prior to then, were you exposed to farming?
Not in a formal sense.
Okay.
Like I said, just growing up, it was a matter of every second household had livestock, but just small, 3 goats there,
Yeah.
5 cows there, just to survive. It wasn't anything commercial. So there wasn't any formal introduction into farming.
Yeah. Do you remember the dreams? Is there a dream that you remember that's clear? I'm just interested to understand, like, what kind of dreams were you having?
So
if you can describe them.
The type of dreams I was having is me owning a lot of land with a lot of livestock.
Okay.
Yes. Those were the dreams I used to have, and they were very vivid. They were very clear. Like, almost like, when you have a dream and it feels so real. It was something like that.
Okay.
So I started to take them seriously. I started to say, okay, look, this can't be a coincidence. This can't be constantly happening.
Yeah.
There has to be something about these dreams. And that's when I actually started doing my own research into farming.
Okay.
Because just like I think majority of us black people, we have the desire to farm, but I don't think to a lot of people it's that deep. It's just that love of farming, that love of owning livestock. But not to a lot of people does it get that deep. So to me,
Yeah.
it started getting very deep, where you have dreams that feel so real that when you wake up, you're like, was I dreaming?
do I own a farm?
Do I own a farm?
I get you. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's talk a bit about your professional life. You finish your degree in 2010.
Yes.
And you start working.
Yes.
What were you thinking? Were you thinking I'm going to become an entrepreneur at that point? Forget about a farm now.
Yes.
Let's just were you thinking I'm going to become an entrepreneur in 4 or 5 years time, or you just thought I'm going to be an employee, an executive, a CEO, and die peacefully at 99?
So funny thing, I've always known I wanted to own businesses.
Okay.
So my grandfather from my mother's side, so my mother's father, he was a very successful businessman. And I grew up with them telling me stories about him.
Okay.
I was named after him. My second name is Jack. He was Jack Badane.
Okay.
So I was named after him, and she used to tell me a lot about him. So I think just the way they used to, talk about him and the admiration they had about him, I felt like, man, if I could just be 10% of this man, get that respect, I would, I'd be happy with my life. So I've always known. I remember when I was in grade 9, going to grade 10, my teachers, my science teachers and my biology teachers, because I was very good, I was smart in school. So I used to do very well in science. I used to do very well in biology. So they would tell me, hey, next year you're doing science, you're doing biology. I'm like, no, I want to own businesses. I don't need science. I don't need biology. Okay. I want commerce subjects. I want your accountings. That's what I want. And they were very disappointed because I was a top student in your science, in your biology. So it automatically makes sense that if you are so good, if you're so good at this, might as well do it, become an engineer or a doctor. But at that stage, I knew that this is not what I want. I want to own businesses.
Okay.
Yeah, so I think my whole life I always knew.
Yeah.
Yeah, it hasn't been a surprise. I always knew. So even when I started working, you start working because you want to earn a living.
Yeah.
Yeah, you want to just make sure you've got money, but the end goal is always there.
Okay.
Yeah, the end goal is always there. Yeah. So it's just a matter of what field do you want to own your business in? And that's when, the dreams.
So you were sort of forced into farming.
Well, if dreams. Yeah, I would say maybe the ancestors were like, hey.
Okay. I know we're going to talk about this business.
Yes.
But I want to understand, when did you start your first business? Is this the first business that you started, or there's other businesses that you started prior to this one?
Yeah, this is not my first business.
Let's talk about it.
I've ran a couple of businesses. I failed and I've learned. So my first business that I ran was in 2015.
Okay.
It was something that I didn't study. When you're just business minded, you find a gap and you're like, how do I, tap into this gap?
Yeah.
So I met up with some friends in Kenya. So I was invited by the UN as a future leader.
Okay.
I represented South Africa in Kenya. So there I found amazing young people from across Africa that are doing great things, like geniuses. So I was put in the same room with these people. I started befriending them. We had WhatsApp groups. So from there, I had a friend who, he was a software engineer. So he used to build websites, very beautiful websites. And then I was like, hey man, let's start a business. You know, I've got the business mind. I can sell.
Yeah. There's an opportunity.
Exactly. You build a website, I'll get the customers. We did that. And
was he a South African?
He was a Kenyan.
A Kenyan.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And he resided in Kenya.
And then he moved to South Africa.
Was it because of the business or
because of the business?
Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
So you sold him an idea to move.
100%.
Okay.
And yeah, we were very, very, I would say we were very successful. We got very bold. We wanted to grow, do our own things. We even had an app. It was called a party app. Okay. Where if you're looking for parties, you jump on the app, it'll show you the parties that are around and what's happening in those parties. So yeah, we were very, young minds that were party. It was called Party.
So the app was called Party.
Yeah, the party app.
Okay.
No, that was 10 years ago. That was 10 years ago. So at that stage, we're very young, we're very determined. We're making some nice money. We had an apartment in North Cliff, in the mountains there.
Okay.
We were good. We were consulting with many businesses. And I think we got ahead of ourselves. We now started to think, no, let's do our own thing. Instead of focusing on consulting, which is bringing in the money, we're like, let's do our own thing. Let's focus on this party. Let's make it, work, get us money. And we kind of lost the plot there. Okay. And that was where the education into business started to kick in now. Because that's where I started to learn that, hey, man, when you have your money make...
keep it going.
Keep it going. Exactly.
Yeah.
It pays the bills. It pays your workers. Keep it going.
Then you were still employed?
No.
You left employment?
Yes, I was doing that full time. So the times I run my business, I go in full time. I resigned from my job. I was like, nah, let me run this business. Let me see how far it'll take me. So we ran that business, and we had people who would promise us, I'm going to invest 10 million into your business. You're young, you're excited. You're like, 10 million, I've never seen such money in my life.
Yeah.
But we got to understand that, hey, man, people have words. People know how to pay through the words. Yeah, they got words, but not deep pockets.
Yeah.
So that was my first stint into business.
Okay.
Into understanding, the field of entrepreneurship. So that was 2015, 10 years ago.
How bad was the crash?
Hey, it was bad. It was bad. I had to move in back with my mother. Literally. I moved back in with my tail between my legs. I was like, hey, I got a job. I started working, making money again, moved out, and then that's when I got into management. I worked, and then the farming started.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tell me, and I wanna dwell into this because there's a lot of guys that are working.
Yes.
And they have a business mind, but they're afraid to jump ship. They are honestly afraid. What motivated you? How is it that you had the confidence to say, I'm leaving this job for this thing, and I know this thing is gonna work?
So I think I resigned twice in that first job. I first resigned, and then 30 days later, when I was still serving notice, I actually can I get my job back? So the fear will always be there. But what made me actually go, okay, let me do this full time, is test of concept. When the client started believing in the product, I started to see the money. I started to see that, hey man, I send that invoice, this person's making payment.
Yeah.
And you send the second invoice, the third client, the fourth client. You're like, no man,
there's something.
If I was doing this full time, how many clients can I get? How many invoices am I, going to be sending out?
Yeah.
If this is my thing. So I would say a lot of people who are in jobs and are business minded, test your concept while you still have that security of your job. Test your concept, go into the business. It's a side hustle. Do it as a side hustle. See, is this thing, validated? Put it out there. See if people actually appreciate that service or that product that you're putting out. And only then would you be able to confidently say, okay, let me do this full time. Because it's not an easy jump, eh?
Yeah.
Getting that salary. And,
it's tough.
And now your actions every day is to pay your bills, especially when responsibilities come. Then it becomes something else.
But by then, I suppose you were still, you did not have big responsibilities like family.
No.
So
I was quite young, yeah.
It was a bit easier.
Yeah, it's just me. I was looking out for.
Okay. So the business crashes, you go look for employment.
Yes.
You work for how long? When did the crash happen?
2016, late 2016.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then you go back to employment, corporate.
Go back to employment, corporate. Start off as a financial advisor again. And then from there, I get an opportunity to be a manager, bank manager. I take that, work that for 3 years. And in that job, that's when I started testing the concept of farming.
Okay.
Yes.
And how does that come about?
Hey. So, as I said, the dreams were there. I started doing a lot of research. So I was obsessed. It came to a point where I became obsessed.
With
farming. The farming, yes. Okay. So the dreams kickstarted that obsession. I was obsessed. Like, there was nothing you can tell me about farming. I'd watch YouTube videos on YouTube videos. Like, when you have your YouTube profile.
Yeah.
Everyone's profile shows them what they watch.
Yeah.
Mine was just farming content. Mine was literally just farming content. So I was so obsessed. I would read on farming. I would know different breeds. I would know just how to feed. So it was theory that I was generating.
Yeah.
So I was getting a lot of theory during that stage, but there was no practical.
Yeah.
So I got to a point where I could sit with somebody who's a farmer and speak farming to
and
them.
Have a decent conversation.
100%. They'll be like, okay, he knows what he's talking about, but I didn't have that practical knowledge. So that was the only thing that was missing.
Okay.
Yes. So now, because I speak about it a lot, every setting I'm in, I'm speaking about it. Hey. How do I start farming?
This is animal farming.
Livestock.
Yes. You call it livestock.
Yes.
Okay.
So I bumped into a friend. I made a friend where... So I'm also very political. And I learned that it actually comes from my grandfather from my father's side.
Okay.
Yeah. The DNA is very strong. So I belong to this ANC Youth League organization. So I started speaking, you talk about your life with people you're meeting. I told this guy that day, I want to farm, but I'm from Venda, and that's probably where I can get land. At that stage, I was also having conversation with the chief where I was from there in Venda, trying to find land. So I told him that, hey, I'm probably going to start farming in Venda. He's like, but Venda is so far and your life is this side. I'm like, hey, man, how expensive land is here in Juba? Yeah. And then something just triggered in his head. He was like, hey, we've got a piece of land in Manton and we don't use it. Let's go check it out. Fella, we went to check it out and it was a jungle. If I say the least. It was a jungle.
Okay.
We went, we looked at it. I was like, look, my brain says I can do something with this. Jungle or not, I will make this thing work. So I got the permission from his father, told him my ideas. And he was like, yeah, I bought that piece of land by mistake. That was his words, the father. So I was like, hey, man, your mistake is my blessing.
Yeah.
So I started farming there 2020 during lockdown. So lockdown hits, people are home, People don't want to go out their house.
Yeah.
I look at this situation, I'm like, man, this is the perfect opportunity for me. Like I've always said, I want to farm. Like at work, they're not so, they're still figuring it out. They're like, how are we going to make these people work?
Yeah.
They're still figuring it out. This
got
is my
ample
time. Yes, this is my time. So because I worked at a bank, I had a permit.
Oh.
So you see what I say? Hey, it's God, man.
Yeah.
So I used that permit to go to the farm every day. So I'd go to the farm and, I started cutting the bush, trimming it. I started putting in electricity. Started doing a lot of stuff to that farm.
What was the agreement? Were you leasing the
It's a
land?
lease agreement, a 5-year lease agreement.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a lease agreement. So yeah, I started working on that farm. I got it 2019, so I didn't do anything until 2020, until lockdown. So I started working the land now, and then I was like, what's the best way to enter the farming, like in terms of the livestock? Then I thought long and hard, and I was like, eggs, chicken. Chickens are the most affordable. And one chicken dies, not the end of the world.
Yeah.
But a cow dies.
It might be the end.
Yeah, it's like 10,000, 12,000. A chicken dies like 100 rand. They're like, okay, I've learned. Yeah. So I started with something that I won't burn much on. So that was layers. By that time, I had done so much research in what breeds I wanted. And yeah, it was...
Was this open land or was there infrastructure like dwellings?
There was dwellings.
Okay.
Yeah. So they used to house people who used to work for the business.
Okay.
So it was they owned a trucking business. They started there. Then they moved to Meyerton City with the business. It grew.
Okay.
So a lot of people who worked for the business stayed on the farm. But the farm itself wasn't doing anything. People stayed there.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, I started with the chicken, Lowman Browns. And I love them.
You call them low. Remember, now we don't know anything about.
This is me educating you guys as well. Yeah.
It's my time to take notes now.
So Lowman Browns, from my research, were the best egg layers.
Okay.
I started with 50 of them. Yeah. Lowman Browns. They're brown.
They're brown.
They're brown in color.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I started with 50 of them. So layers lay 6 eggs per week.
Okay.
So every 28 hours, it's laying an egg.
Okay.
Yeah. So if you do that calculation, it becomes six eggs a week. So I knew all of that before I got into it. So I started selling eggs. So that was my first farming enterprise. And I would market them on, my WhatsApps, your Facebooks. And my clientele was in Joburg. Although I was based aside in Meyerton.
Okay.
My clientele was in Joburg. So I used to, every Friday, have trays of eggs, just going to Joburg, delivering eggs. So yeah, I started learning, okay, fine. And I wanted to be different from other people who are doing eggs. So I didn't cage my birds. They were free range.
Oh yeah.
So I was selling free range eggs. The same as they sell at Woolies.
Yeah.
Free range eggs, very good quality, high quality. A lot of protein. The egg yolk is very bright. So it was a very quality product.
So how do you see, and maybe teach us who are watching this, if I break an egg, what color should it be? The light yellow, the dark yellow?
So the darker it is, the more protein it has.
Okay.
Yeah. So it was like a dark yellow, kind of going to orange, but not orange. But it's yellow, that dark yellow. Yes. So your free range eggs. So those watching, if for an exercise, what they can do is that buy a 6 from Woolies and a 6 from anywhere else.
Yeah.
I don't want to mention other stores, but and then break them and just observe. So the free range, yes, it's a lot of protein. And actually, if a woman is pregnant, they actually advise she eats a lot of free range eggs.
range.
Yes, that'll help with the fetus, with the baby.
Okay.
Yes. So I started then selling, a niche product. Now it's a free range eggs.
So if you had 50, if you started with 50,
Yes.
and so a week you'd get 300
Yes.
eggs.
Yes.
And how much were you selling an egg?
So it's a tray. I used to sell trays. So 30 was a tray. I used to sell them for 80 rands a tray. Whereas Woolies, a tray used to be 99 at the time.
Okay.
Yeah. So I came a bit cheaper than Woolies, but a bit more expensive than the normal egg.
Yeah.
The normal eggs that they're selling from birds that are in cages. Because I love animals, I don't want to put my birds in a cage. So my birds used to go outside, they used to get the sun. So that exposure to the sun is the vitamin D that makes the egg yolk so rich in protein. Yes.
Okay.
So all that is homework I had done prior. So I'd known exactly how I was going to approach the farming.
Okay. The food, I'm finding 800 a week from this 50.
Yeah.
And I'm just trying to help someone who wants to go into this, understand at least the money part of it.
Okay.
So I'm finding 80. So you've got 50. They lay 6 a week each. And you've got 300 eggs that week. You're selling per tray, which has 30. You've got 10 trays. At 80 rands, you've got 800 rands.
So let me be honest. You're not going to be profitable with 50 layers. Not at all.
Okay.
This was me getting my education. This was me just saying, let me try this and find out. Remember at that stage, I was still employed.
Yeah.
So I could test.
Yeah, so it was a trial.
Yeah, it was a trial and error. So you won't be profitable with 50. 50, no, not even.
Okay. For someone who wants to go do this thing, let's just be practical.
Yeah.
What's the minimum? How many chickens do you need?
Layers.
Yeah.
If you want to be very profitable, I'd say 2,000.
2,000
upwards.
Minimum.
Yeah.
Okay.
Upwards. So when you're doing 2,000, remember that you're going to be getting close to 2,000 eggs a day. So don't buy 2,000 eggs without a contract. Have a contract, a supply contract.
Yeah.
Before you buy those 2,000 chicken, find a person or connection or whatever it is that you can sign an offtake agreement with.
Yeah.
That will give you that contract to say, come supply your eggs. Because you don't want to sit there with 2,000 chickens giving you 2,000 eggs every single day. And you don't know what to do with those eggs. Eggs have got a short shelf life.
What's a shelf life for
It's 2 months.
2 months. Okay.
Yeah. Me with 50. Let me tell you my story. Me with 50 chickens. There was a time I had close to 1,000 eggs.
Yo.
Yes, I had close to 1,000 eggs. I was trying to push them. I was trying to sell them. I ended up having to donate those eggs. I found a charity, took boxes. I was like, guys, here's eggs. For free. Yeah, here's eggs for free. Feed the kids. They were so happy. They loved it. I still have a picture. Hey, that picture.
So essentially, you still need to do some sort of a business plan.
Yes, 100%.
Do a business plan.
It is a
Understand your
business
market.
at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I was about to go and buy.
No, don't do that. Don't do that. Without an offtake agreement, you'll burn.
What's the square meter that you require per?
For chickens.
Yeah.
That's the beauty with chickens. Chickens, you don't need so much space.
Okay.
You don't need so much space. That's why I think if you want to start farming, start with chickens. You really don't need that much space. Let me just give you an example with the space that I used. So there was an old abandoned factory on that farm. I went in, I kind of like just made it, sealed it off from wild birds. And then I put in layering nests inside. It wasn't that big. It wasn't that big. I think it was 40 meter by 30 meter. But the space that I used was very tiny. And then I would just open for them. There was a garage door. I would open the garage door. They'll go outside.
Free range,
during the day. Yes, during the day. And chickens are very smart. When it started getting dark, they would walk themselves in.
Back to safety.
The smart thing you do is that just keep the feed inside.
Oh.
So they'll go outside, have fun, but they know if they're hungry or if they're thirsty, they have to go back in. Yes.
Okay. All right. And then, so you started with chickens.
Yes. Started with chickens. From there, I did broilers.
Okay.
So that's also chickens.
Yeah.
I did broilers.
Meat.
That's the meat now.
Yeah.
Yeah. 6 weeks, they're ready.
6
You
weeks.
Pump them with food for 6 weeks. And then from there, you need to find buyers. Another one there where you learn if you don't have buyers, those things don't stop eating.
They stop eating.
They don't stop eating.
Oh, they don't stop eating.
No, and the bigger it gets, the more you have to feed it. That's why it grows so big. Because so the vitamins we give it in its water gives it an appetite.
Okay.
And when it is growing, so you have to have lighting where you have your broilers.
Okay.
So that it gives it the illusion that it's still daytime.
Oh.
So it doesn't sleep. It continues eating. And then you'll probably switch off the lights for probably 4 to 6 hours.
Okay.
And then it rests during that time. But whenever it's up, it's eating. It's eating. That's why in 6 weeks, it's a full-grown chicken.
Full-grown chicken.
Yes. So another one there, have a business plan. So we had signed off-take agreements. But also in business, you learn that other off-take agreements are more valid than other off-take agreements. Some other people, it's just word of mouth. So we assigned off-take agreements. I remember there was a time I was doing up to 4,000 broilers.
Yeah.
Yeah. Those things got very big and they started eating and they would eat into the profits because, they kept eating.
Ooh.
So we learned, I got burnt. I lost a lot of money there. And you'd get somebody who say, I'll come get 3,000.
Yeah.
Then when they come, they're like, we only need 700. Remember that the other 3,300 are still there.
Yeah.
And they're still eating.
You need to feed them.
So that money you got for that 700 that guy bought is going to buy feed for the ones that are still there.
Now you need to find a charity too.
Yeah. No, there I ended up finding an abattoir.
Okay.
That does chickens. And I sold them very cheap, but you needed to sell.
Yeah.
Yeah, just to not, minimize the losses. So that was another learning.
Is the market flooded? Would you say it's flooded?
No, you just need to be smart about it. I won't say it's flooded. We eat, man, we eat.
Yeah.
And chicken, who doesn't eat chicken? There's a lot of people who eat chicken. I won't say the market is flooded. You just need to be smart. You need to be smart about how you're marketing, what you're selling, how you're selling. So the difference comes in quality, access to the market, and it's fine little differences.
Okay.
But when you're farming, so the smart person that makes money is the one that has access to the customer. Most farmers don't have access to the customer. They have perfected the farming themselves. They know how to farm. They know how to grow those chickens.
The skill is there.
Yes, the skill to grow the chicken is there. They do it 100%. But to find the customer, that's where it goes wrong. So they end up using middlemen. They end up using abattoirs, that sort of stuff. So those people also are in business. So they'll try buy as low as they can and sell as high as they can. Because at the end of the day, it's all about your margins. Everyone is trying to, grow their margins. So, access to the customer. That's where I learned when I was in farming that I need to work on my access to the customer. It will bring me to where we are today with the meat.
Okay. You want us to go there?
Yeah. So just to wrap up on the farming.
Yeah.
After chickens, I did pigs.
Okay.
Yeah, I did pigs. Also there, I did a lot of research on them. There was a time I had up to 80 big pigs on the farm. Okay. Huge, gigantic things. I still have pictures and videos on my Instagram because by then I had a whole page and everything going. I remember pigs eat, eh? If they call you a pig, you must be offended.
So you buy them small. You buy them young. Do we call them young or small or?
Don't. That's a bad strategy.
Let's start with chickens first.
Yes.
You know the lowmen, browns, and broilers.
Yes.
Do you buy chicks?
Okay, so
or you buy what should a person do?
It's different with each and every. See why the research is so important.
Okay.
So with layers, you buy them as point of lays. So they're about to start laying.
Okay.
That's when you buy them.
Okay.
Because when they're about to start laying, you know exactly how old they are. They're around 6 months.
Okay.
And then they lay for around 18 months. Then their numbers start to dwindle in terms of what they're producing per. So the 28 hours becomes now 40 something hours after that 18 months.
Okay.
So you buy them at point of lay because they're still young. And they're just starting to lay eggs.
Okay.
With the broilers, you buy them day olds. So they just got born today.
You buy them.
Yeah, you buy them as day olds. And then you grow them for 6 weeks. So each and every livestock has got its own research. It's got its own.
Okay. So these are the ones that you buy at 6 months, they're already cash flowing when you.
Yeah. So
get them, or almost
at point of lay, it's when the farmer should tell you that it laid its first egg maybe last week or maybe this week.
Okay.
That's when it's at point of lay. Yeah. So it's just starting to generate that income. Before there, he was just growing it. So he bought it as a day old. He grew it until point of lay. He sold it. He got his profit. And now you're going to utilize this layer to get your profits from the eggs.
Okay. And then you went to pigs.
Yeah.
Do you buy them young? Still a bad idea.
Yeah, that's a very, very bad idea.
Okay.
So you buy pregnant.
Okay.
Yeah. You buy pregnant females. And one bull.
Okay.
So the way I started, about 3 pregnant females, 1 bull.
Is there different breeds of pigs?
Yes. How many?
What breed did you buy?
So I started with Landrace.
Landrace. Okay.
Yeah, started with Landrace, and then from there I went to large whites.
Landrace. Okay.
Yeah, Landrace. They big. Landrace and large whites are both commercial pigs. The Landrace are more longer, but they also grow very big and they're pink.
Oh, yes.
It's the ones that everyone knows.
Yeah.
And then large whites are more round than they are long. But they also grow very big and they're also pink. Then you got your Duroc, you've got the others.
Yeah.
But those two, you won't go wrong with Landrace or large white.
Okay.
Those
so
are
you don't find a black pig and scoop it up and say, I'm going to start.
Yeah, look. You're going to burn.
Okay. So Landrace and large whites. You started with Landrace.
Yes. I had a farmer close to me and I went, spoke to him. He had Landrace. So I was like, hey, I want to start piggery. Yeah, he gave me the advice. I bought pigs from him. It was very close, so I could always just reach out to him and ask him for advice whenever I was, facing any challenges with the pigs. And they gave birth to 8 to up to 18 little ones.
Okay.
Yeah, so pigs, hey pigs.
So sorry, a bull, you call it a bull, the male.
A bull.
The male is a bull.
Yeah, a bull is a cow.
So it's a bull.
Yeah.
Okay. How many female pigs can a bull take? Can I get 1,000 females with one?
No. 30.
30.
Yeah.
Okay, about 30.
Yeah, he can service 30.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Especially if he's,
Yeah.
strong.
Yeah. If it's still young.
Yeah.
Not
young. It's strong is relative. It could be strong and young or strong and old. Yeah.
All right. What's the lifespan of these ones, Landrace and large whites? More or less.
Like for them to be productive
from
or
birth to productive.
To the end of them being productive, like giving birth and
let's say from birth to productive.
So from birth to productive, I wouldn't keep it for longer than 5 to 6 years.
Okay.
But they can live very long.
Yeah,
pigs can live long. But remember, you're in business now. You're not trying to be with very old livestock there that's not doing much for you.
Yes.
Besides eating. Eating.
For interest's sake, does pig meat get hard as it gets older, similar to cows?
With anything. Yeah.
Okay.
The older something is, the harder.
Okay. All right, fair enough. Let's go back. So you were telling me that it lays 28.
No. The pigs, they give birth. Well, minimum would be around 4 to 6, maximum up to 18.
18.
Yeah,
okay.
At a go, and they give birth. Yeah, they give birth like twice a year. Their pregnancy or gestation period is 3 months, 3 weeks, and 3 days. 333.
Please repeat that. Sorry.
So how long the mother carries the baby?
Yeah.
The pregnancy. With humans 9 months.
Yeah.
With them is 3 months, 3 weeks, and 3 days.
Okay, so it's almost like 4 months.
Yes.
A few days short of
100%.
Okay.
So from there, they will give milk to the young one, and they wean them, meaning they stop giving them milk at around 42 days. Okay. And then we give her some period to recover before we put her to the boar again. So she'll give birth like twice a year.
Twice a year.
Yeah. So that's why I got to 80 very quickly.
Okay. And you started with how many?
With 3 females, 1 male.
Yo.
Yeah.
That was
they give birth. They give birth.
That's serious compounding.
Yeah. But I also bought remember those were only Landrace. Then I got large whites as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it was a very busy piggery.
This so 30 females per boar. That would be for both large white and Landrace. So
I didn't want to mix them. So I would give my Landrace boar. I had 2 boars.
Okay.
I had a large white boar. I had a Landrace boar.
Okay.
So the Landrace used to go to the Landrace females because he's big and he's long. So the females are used to, that size.
Okay.
Whereas large white is more round, is more bulky. So it's just like farming. If I have to compare farming, I'd say it's like human beings.
Okay.
It's like human beings. Like, if you're like,
what you said.
If you're like a guy that weighs 150 kilograms, what business do you have marrying a girl who's 50 kgs? Like, it just does not go hand in hand.
Yeah.
So it's the same thing also with livestock. You have to look at it in that sense. So if you're going to give a short, round pig to a big, long, boar, you're just going to break its back. It's just not going to work out.
Yeah.
She's going to run around trying to escape this boar. So you have to be very smart in how you're doing your farming in that relation.
Okay.
Yeah.
Large white. We spoke about the females being needing 30 females per boar with both landrace and large white, right? They are laying between 4 and 18 piglets, and they are pregnant for 4 months. They give birth twice a year. Is it similar for both? I'm just trying to make this. I'm trying to make this as practical as possible
100%.
for someone who's watching to decide whether you want to take.
All pigs follow that same rule.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're at 80.
Yeah.
And then what happens?
So this is about the time where religion got its grip on me. I got to understand, when I was saying the DNA, it speaks to you.
Yeah.
So I'm somebody that does a lot of research, and I'm very spiritual, and I want to understand how the world works, especially when you have dreams that are so vivid but you can't explain them. So going down that spiritual journey, I got to understand or appreciate how the Jews do things.
Okay.
Started falling in love with the dogma and the theory and how Jew people live. Just to understand, when I met my father, when he told me, he's like, yeah, my mother used to be a Jew. I was like, what?
Okay.
Yeah, I was shocked. I was like, okay, my grandmother was a Jew. That time I don't know her. I've never met her. I'm meeting my father for the first time. We're sitting, we're having a conversation. I'm telling him that this is something that I want to do. I want to convert and be a Jew. He's like, yeah, your grandmother was a Jew.
Is your father Venda?
Yes.
And your grandmother was Venda?
Yes.
And Jew?
Yes. So there's okay. A tribe in the Venda community called the Remba.
Okay.
They are black Jews. So she came from there.
Okay.
So then I saw that, okay, it's not a coincidence at all. So I started to take it very seriously. I started to follow the Jew laws. I started to study the text. So with that, I understood that I can't work with pork. I can't even make money from pigs. So anyone who's watching this who wants to learn from me in terms of piggery, just know I'll do it for free. I can't make money from you.
Okay, but you can teach.
Yeah, I can teach, definitely.
Okay,
because
right.
I did it for a long time. There's no need for me to hold that information.
Okay.
I can teach you. I can show you how to grow a successful piggery business, but I can't charge you. I can't make money from you.
Between the chickens and between the... I want the name for the ones that lay eggs.
The Lomond Browns.
The Lomond Browns.
Yeah, or layers.
The layers, that's the word I was looking for. Between the layers, the broilers, and the pigs, which one is a money spinner?
Pigs. Pigs and broilers. No, look, all of them are very profitable when you have the market.
Okay.
They're very profitable when you have the market. It's just pigs give birth a lot, but pigs, you have to be smart. They eat a lot. So where the farm is situated is close to a vegetable farm. So they used to put away waste, which was still good vegetables, just vegetables that they're not selling to your Pick n Pays and your Woolies. They'll throw them away.
Yeah.
So I'd go there with my bucket, fill it up with all that waste every single day, going to the pigs. So that was their breakfast. From there in the afternoon, I'd then feed them the feed that we buy.
Yeah.
So you have to be smart with pigs. If you're not doing that, you're going to spend a lot of money buying their feed, because their feed is not cheap.
Okay.
So that's the thing. If you have such techniques with pigs, you'll make a lot of money. Because I was subsidizing their food with something that I got for free.
Yeah.
But it will still give them, I'd get a return from something which is free. It's waste. People are throwing it away.
Yes.
So if you're smart like that, then pigs,
will make you quite a bit.
Pigs will make you a lot of money.
And then where do we go from pigs? So you sell the 80.
Yeah. I sold off the 80. So during that stage, I started doing other livestock as well.
Okay.
I started doing sheep. I started doing cows, and then I stumbled across goats.
Okay.
And so far, goats have been my favorite. I stumbled upon goats, I think by mistake, because I was at a farm buying pigs, and this guy had 3 goats.
Okay.
And it was bull goats, and they were annoying him because he had vegetable plants. He had planted vegetables, and he wanted to get rid of them because they kept eating his vegetables.
Okay.
So he sold them to me at a very cheap price. At that stage, I did my homework. I used to know pricing.
Yeah.
So when he told me the price, I was like, man, this is a steal. I haven't started with goats. I'm not interested in them, but at this price, I'm just gonna buy them and see. So I stumbled across goats. I bought bull goats, and from there I fell in love with goats.
Okay. Well, but I don't understand now. How do you make profit from goats? Do people who buys goats?
So okay, goats, live goats. People, most like Zulu people, like buying live goats for ceremonies and stuff like that.
Is that market big?
It is. It is.
Okay.
Yeah, it's quite big. They used to find me. And I don't know, like they would be desperate to buy it because they need that goat for that ceremony. So I would negotiate my price. A guy would like be on a phone call like, "Hi, okay. Then he would buy it, and I used to make a lot of money in terms of buying selling live goats. Then now that I'm in meat, I started tapping into people who love goat meat.
Okay.
So our South African people don't really, I feel like their experience with goat has not been very good because they've been eating goats that have been slaughtered.
Yeah.
At like events and stuff.
I share the same sentiment.
Yeah.
I've always heard people say goat meat has a smell.
Yeah.
And I tried it and it does have a smell.
Because a lot of people who are slaughtering goats slaughter old goats and male old goats.
Okay.
And anyone who's in meat knows an old male has got a smell.
Okay.
So we don't slaughter old males. Old males are used for reproduction.
Breeding.
Yes.
Okay.
We slaughter young males. So when it's just after a year, that's when it's perfect for you to slaughter. And it doesn't have a smell. And if you're going to the abattoir, they know how to best slaughter so that it doesn't have a smell. And it's still tender. So it's still good.
Okay.
So I do sell goat meat, and everyone I've sold goat meat is like, wow, my experience for goat meat is now different because it's a different way of processing it.
Yeah.
So once your experience has been bad with goat, automatically in your head, you're like, I don't like goat.
Yeah.
And for the foreseeable future, if anybody's like, hey, here's goat meat, you're like,
I'm not going to try that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's because of what I'm telling you. It's because where they slaughter, even when they used to come buy from me, they would want my buck, and my buck is there for reproduction. I'm like, bro, that buck is like 7,000-8,000. Like you coming here with 2.5, I'm not gonna sell you. This thing is giving me all these babies that you're seeing around here.
Yeah. So goat is more expensive than sheep. Or not really?
Yeah, a lot more.
Because I'm
the most expensive,
about
the most
7, 8.
expensive goat, bull goat. I stand corrected, last that I checked, it fetched 800,000.
Shoo.
Yeah.
Yo.
Yeah. I think it might have crossed 1 million, if I'm not mistaken. It might have crossed 1 million.
I'll check that and put it up.
Please do.
Crystal, we're checking this one.
Yeah, please do. A bull goat. Okay. Huge. South African one.
Okay.
South African one, boergoat. Big thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I want you to, because now we're going to run out of time. Let's talk about
where we are.
the goats came after pigs, or
Yeah, they came during pigs. So
During
after
pigs.
pigs. Pigs was my first red meat.
okay.
Yeah.
So a pig is a red meat.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
why.
It's a red meat, man.
Okay. And then after goats, where did you go? How many goats
Sheep.
do you
At the stage, I had close to 40 goats.
Okay.
Yeah, would include the young ones, the
Yeah.
females, and the buck. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then after goats, where did you go?
So goats, sheep, cows.
Okay.
Yeah. And then at that stage, that's when I started selling meat.
Hmm.
I started selling meat. I started selling pork.
Pork.
Yeah.
Okay. Cows, what breed were you farming?
So when I started farming cows, I was also learning as well. Yeah, I made the mistake as well. I started learning. I started with Nguni. I had Nguni. I bought a Jersey. Biggest mistake. A Jersey cow.
Okay.
Big mistake.
A
Because
Jersey
a
is not
Jersey
a
is a
milk-
milk. It's a
Yeah,
milk
it's a
cow.
milk
You're
cow.
right. Doesn't have milk. It doesn't have meat. Hardly has meat.
Yeah.
So I learned the hard way. It looked very cheap, and I was like, I can buy it. I learned the hard way. So I also started now buying Bonsmaras. I had a few Bonsmaras. So yeah, it was Nguni, Bonsmaras. Then I had a Brahman.
Okay.
So I was learning. But now I've got to a stage where I'm like, no, my favorite now is the Poran.
A Boran.
Yeah.
The red one. Is it red or brown?
Brown, yeah.
I don't know what-
Yeah, the one that almost looks like a Brahman. It's
Yeah.
got the thing on the back,
Yeah.
but it's much
Shorter.
shorter
Yes.
than the Brahman. So reason why Boran, so it's more docile, meaning it's tamer than a Brahman. A Brahman is wild.
Oh yeah.
A Brahman is very wild. A Brahman can jump a fence.
We had a Brahman. And
Yep, they're all naughty. It's not yours only. They're all naughty. Brahmans are very naughty.
but we love
Yeah.
it.
No, Brahmans are very naughty. They're wild. So the beauty of a Boran is that you're getting the qualities of a Brahman, but tamer.
Okay.
So it makes your farming experience better.
Better.
The way you guys are saying naughty.
No, it's a naughty one. I remember us having to trim its horns because it used to fight and injure other.
No, Brahmans are wild.
That's just the bad one.
they're
Okay.
wild.
And so your favorite is still goats.
Yeah.
If it was not because of religious reasons, between a pig and a goat, which one would you choose?
I love the goat.
Okay. Do you love the goat because it makes more money, or
No.
because it's a better
It's easy to farm.
animal to farm?
It's easy to farm. It doesn't make more money than a pig. It's easy to farm.
So if I want money, I must stick with the pig.
Yeah, but you're gonna work. You're gonna work 10 times more than what I would work when I've got goats.
Okay.
So goats are easy to farm. They take care of themselves. Their meat is the most healthiest.
They know how to climb the tree.
Yeah. Their meat is the most healthiest. Fun fact: a pig is the most intelligent livestock.
Really?
Yeah.
No, I believe that.
Yeah.
I remember there's a farm in Francishoek where there used to be a pig that used to do artwork that sold.
What?
Yeah,
Really?
they sold for millions. They made millions from the
What? Yeah,
Okay.
no, a pig is super intelligent. Pig is so intelligent. Like,
Yeah.
if you jumped in the pig's place and you're not somebody that feeds it, you'd see that it's aggressive. It doesn't like you.
Okay.
But me, it knows me. Like, it see my car coming, my buggy. It knows this guy's coming with food.
Yeah.
This is our friend. I would walk with them, but I would
Okay.
hold the babies in front of the mother. The mother would be fine.
Okay.
They were super intelligent.
Okay. And theft.
Yeah.
Let's quickly talk about that before we talk about your products.
Yeah. Theft. Look, if you do sheep, just know that they grow legs
And wings.
So,
They drink Red Bull
yeah.
and grow wings.
So sheep, because a sheep is too docile, you can carry a sheep and walk with it. It won't make any noise. It won't make any sound. But it's also breed specific.
Okay.
So you also need to know your breeds. The merino, the woolly ones,
Yeah.
they're very quiet. They're very
Okay.
docile. If you have sheep, like merino sheep, like I can come to your house in the front and you have them at the back, I would never know that you have sheep.
Yeah.
They are super quiet. The most peaceful livestock ever.
Okay.
So they're easy to steal.
Yeah.
They're super easy to
So
steal.
if you're starting out in an area that you're not sure if it's safe, don't start with sheep.
No. Stick to goats. Goats will
No,
fight
but
you.
I actually know someone who lost 80 goats.
Yeah.
And
So-
actually unfortunately the guy who was looking after them was shot dead.
Okay, you see, those are extreme circumstances. Like they had to shoot the guy. They had time to load them into whatever vehicle. So those are extreme circumstances, not like petty thefts, not like somebody went and stole a goat,
Okay.
one
It
goat.
was planned.
Yeah, that's something
okay.
different. A goat is very hard for you to just go in and grab it and run off with it. You can't do that with a goat.
Okay.
It's almost impossible. But a sheep, you can do that. Yeah, so that's why I love goats. Especially Boer goats, because Boer goats are big.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I almost said we'll try and put pictures of these animals for someone watching. But Crystal is gonna hate me for that. But I really want to do that.
Google them.
I really want to do that because the idea is to really educate people.
No.
It's for someone who has an interest or who is suspecting they have an interest in farming.
Yeah.
To really, drive that interest or help build that appetite for animal farming or
100%.
livestock. You call it livestock farming.
Yeah.
Let's talk about what we have on the table.
Perfect. So the meat started there on the farm.
Okay.
Again, my target, or let's say my market, was in Joburg.
Okay.
So that's when I started to learn about the business and where I'm at now. So I used to get orders during the week, deliver Fridays. And as you know, with meat, no one wants to wait for meat. When you think of buying meat, you want it now.
Yeah.
you wanna pay, get the meat now. So at that stage, I used to do like 3 or 4 orders a week. And most of those customers didn't come back. Because it was like, we're supporting him, it's great meat, it's quality, it's farm fresh, they love the quality. But the fact that you have to wait for Friday to get your meat. And remember, from Mayerton to Joburg, it's not close.
Yeah.
So I couldn't do it every day. So that's when I started to think, okay, it's a good product, it's quality, but now this hindrance, I need to overcome it. So I got very bold, ambitious. I opened a butchery.
Okay.
In Cresta. I opened a butchery. I started operating the butchery. It was a traditional butchery.
What year was this?
2022.
2022. Okay.
November 2022. I opened it, started operating the butchery. And I started to learn. And my learning was me losing.
You paid the price.
Yeah, no, I paid the price. Heavy. Because now you've got rental.
Yeah.
You need to pay rental. And this is in the suburb. I've got workers. I've used so much money to buy equipment for the butchery. Fridges. It got heavy.
Sure.
So I ran it for around 18 months. Got to a point where I was like, no. I can't keep doing this. I'm burying myself now.
Yeah.
So
the debt is piling up.
Yeah, no, it became too much. I stopped the butchery, closed it down, got a job in management in banking again. I was like, hey, let me go and get my life back in order.
Yeah.
While I rethink this business. So I worked for a year. And then I was rethinking the business. How do I do this differently? The one thing I learned is that I used to focus so much on how my product looks, how much quality it is, like that was my obsession. Yes. Yeah. Like when you're getting it, it used to have like stems and it was a lot.
Okay.
I would even transport it in a box.
Packaging.
Yeah, the packaging. It was a lot of work that I did behind the scene when it comes to that. Then that's when I learned that no, that's not the most important thing. The most important thing is how do you get your product to your customer?
Okay.
If that is number one, your business is going to thrive. Because you as a customer, the most important thing is once I make that payment, when is my product coming?
Yeah.
How quick does my product? It doesn't matter how nice you packaged it if it's going to come after 3 days.
Yeah, I guess that's why Checker 66 is doing.
Let me tell you a stat that I learned about Checker 60. Checker 60, the sales they're generating currently is the same as Spar and Pick n Pay's market value.
Sure.
Just the sales of Checker 60. You understand how?
Because they've gotten that.
Yes, because people, one, love convenience. Two,
Yeah.
they want speediness. Now, currently, I'm at the stage with the business where you place an order today, you get your product today. There's no time wasting.
Okay.
Like, there's no time wasting. It's like, that's what I'm working on every single day. Perfecting that.
Okay.
To say, how do I get it shorter, that time frame? Now it's like, okay, you place an order in the morning, by the afternoon you'll get it. You're still fine, man. It's a whole bag of groceries, that you're getting.
Yeah.
You can still wait until the afternoon. But that's what I'm now obsessed with.
Okay.
Like how do I
shorten the
100%
time
to a point where in an hour,
Yeah.
and then shorten it 30 minutes, then 10 minutes. So that's where that's what I learned, and that's what I'm implementing, and that is what has been helping me to grow. And I'm seeing a lot of growth.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is a package for 1.5.
Yes. This
Let's
is the Bri package.
Let's talk about it quickly. Take us through what we have here.
Okay.
This one I'm taking home.
Yes, this is yours. You paid for it.
Already paid for it. And it's not for free.
Yeah. And tell them you paid this morning and you got it now.
Yeah. I paid this morning and I got it.
Yeah. So what we have here is lamb chops. So most of my packages have got lamb chops. Remember, I'm selling a niche product.
Yeah.
So lamb, most succulent, best tasting meat. I love lamb.
Okay.
Weekends I do spit bries. So I eat a lot of lamb.
Yeah. Okay.
So you got a 1 kg of lamb here.
We love lamb chops at home.
Perfect.
Yeah.
So you're going to enjoy this freshly cut. So I specialize in fresh meat, by the way.
Okay.
Yeah. And then here you got beef.
Just on that.
Yes.
So if you're saying you specialize on fresh meat, how long was this animal slaughtered?
So slaughtering doesn't really matter because you can age it. You can hold the carcass for time.
Okay.
But when was it cut?
Okay.
Is what the question you need to ask.
All right. Okay.
Yes. It was cut. You ordered in the morning, right?
Yeah.
It was cut around 12 p.m.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I can tell.
Remember when I was like, hey, I've got a delay.
Okay.
That's when we're cutting.
Oh, okay. Nice one.
Yes. And then here you got beef short rib.
Yeah.
So short rib, best to bri. That's my favorite bri meat.
Okay.
So there's no way I was never going to include it in your bri package.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
And then
that's what I'm buying tonight.
Nice. Then you got your marinated ribs. So this are marinated. They are pre-cooked. So you can always just pop them in the oven. Or when the fire is dying out from the braai, that's the perfect time to put this on.
Okay.
Because of the marinade will burn quickly if the fire is too hot.
And then it looks like
you
burn the ribs.
100%. So you got your ribs here. You got your force. There's no braai without a force.
Not in South Africa.
So you also got your force here.
Okay.
And then I'll save this for last. And then you also got brisket. Brisket very good to braai because of the fat to meat ratio. It's a very good, tasty braai meat. Yeah. It's my second favorite after short rib.
Okay.
And for braai? For braai.
Okay.
And then you've got your chicken. Chicken also. There's no braai without chicken.
Yeah.
And then once you are done, so these are just, remember this is the braai package.
Yeah.
So when I'm putting packages, I'm also thinking of scenarios. I'm thinking, okay, you've braaied all this meat, right?
Yeah,
but getting there.
Okay.
We're getting there. You braaied all this meat. You've eaten. But there's a lot of meat. This is a lot of meat, right?
Yeah.
So now you've eaten maybe in the afternoon. It's now getting to late evening now. You don't want to braai again.
No.
So these are some steaks, some sirloin steaks.
Okay.
So you sear them. You sear your steaks. Put them on the pan. You sear them nicely. I prefer mine medium.
Okay.
Yes. Don't burn your steaks. Don't kill it. It's already dead.
Yeah.
So I prefer it medium. So you sear it, and then you have your nice steaks at the end of your day.
Okay.
So that's how I prefer it. So I thought, instead of just doing it solely just braai meat stuff, let's have a little touch at the end for you to just sear your nice steaks and have conversation with your gens there.
Yeah.
And but if you just want to braai, you can always just substitute. I can always say, hey, leave the steaks. I want more short rib. I want more.
Oh, okay.
So all my packages, you can always substitute meat. So the packages are almost like a template.
Yeah.
Templates that I came up with to help you.
Yeah.
But if you know what you want, you can always say, okay, I like this template, but remove A, B, C, put 1, 2, 3. Yeah.
Nice one. What should I do with the lamb chops?
Lamb chop, you can braai. You can still braai a lamb chop. Yeah.
Okay.
You can braai a lamb chop. You can cook a lamb chop. Lamb chop, hey man. Lamb chop is amazing.
That's good.
Yeah.
Vusani, thank you so much. This was very educational and I loved it. Honestly speaking, this is why I started this podcast.
100%.
And I'm not going to stop saying this. I started this thing because I wanted to learn.
Yeah.
And I want people to learn. We need to learn. Really, we need to share information.
Yeah.
I mean, I you might see me opening a farm just next to you.
Yeah.
But don't worry. I'm going to farm pigs.
Call me. Don't worry.
I'm going
Call
to
me.
pigs.
You can consult with me. With any livestock, I'll charge you. But the pigs, I can't.
I know you're also in property, just as we close.
Yeah.
Please become a friend to this podcast.
Yeah.
And next time, hopefully, when you come here, you can educate on
the property
that.
space. Yes. 100%.
We can talk wealth management.
Yeah. I've got the education, so might as well impart it.
Yeah. So we hope to see you soon about that.
100%.
But we loved this episode. Thank you.
Thank you. Oh, yes. So, TikTok is where I blew up.
Okay.
I blew up on TikTok. You know, when you give great service, like, people will sell you.
Yeah.
So I started a TikTok page recently, actually, when I was getting frustrated from marketing everywhere and like just getting 1 or 2 orders a day. I was like, no, man, let me try this TikTok thing.
Yeah.
Blew up on TikTok. I've got 13,000 followers now. I'm getting orders in excess of 4 or 5 a day.
Yeah.
So I've been busy because of TikTok. So that's the place I love to market first.
Okay.
So you can find me on TikTok, Meet App.
Meet App.
Yeah, Meet App.
Are you planning to start an app?
100%. That was where the vision.
Okay.
That was where the vision started, and it started in 2020. Actually, I conceptualized the whole business. I got my logo. I registered my business in 2020. And yeah, Meet app. You can find us on TikTok. You can find us on Instagram. We are on LinkedIn. We're on Facebook. And I do my business. The selling part is on WhatsApp.
Okay.
I also have a website, but don't buy from the website because I'm still renovating the shop.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my I had the butchery.
Yeah.
That's gonna be that butcher.
Okay. So very soon we can buy from the
website.
Okay.
So I'm still working on it, but for now you can go and look at the website. It's a very beautiful website. I spent a lot on the website.
Okay.
Yeah, when I was doing the butchery, I had invested on the website as well.
Okay.
So now it's just gonna be doing packages on the website. So yeah, you can find me on almost all platforms. On WhatsApp, my number is 069 409 0105.
My brother, all the best.
100%. Thank you so much for having me.
Okay, cheers.